Hey guys, Chef Alex here today, and we're gonna be making some stuffed peppers. Stay tuned, it's gonna be tasty, dude. Today, we're gonna be making stuffed peppers. So, first things first, I got my hands washed, but I also, you'll notice, have gloves on. That's because I have a couple of cuts here on my hand from a kitten that I'm fostering right now. And you know, we definitely don't want to be cooking with open cuts on our hands, so that's what the gloves are for, in case you were curious. Anyways, so today we're going to be making stuffed peppers. What we're going to go ahead and do is get our knife out. Remember our safe cutting techniques. We got our bear claw and our crab pinch going on. So you're going to take a pepper. I'm going to move this cheese out of the way. We're going to go ahead and just cut down the top of this pepper. Nice clean cut. Now we're actually going to hold on to this piece of the pepper. Don't throw this away. It's going to be super useful later. So what we're going to do now is pour out the pepper and then go ahead and put the insides in the trash can. You can also shake out some of the seeds. Now we're going to put this down here. Get our rice. Put a little bit in there. And what you could do, if you're being a little adventurous, is actually put some cheese in layers on the bottom and in the middle, and just pack it on down. We want this to be really dense and tight. So now we got this going. I'm gonna put some more rice in there. And we'll do the same for the other pepper that looks like this. And when you're done, and you have a nice layer of cheese and rice and cheese and rice, on the very top, you're gonna wanna put some cheese. Pat it on in. You could smush it, you could pat it, you could be like a little cat making biscuits, whatever you want. And that is a finished stuffed pepper right before we put it in the oven. But I'm gonna show you another way before we move on to our trays. So you might find yourself with an oblong pepper. In other words, a pepper that looks kind of funky. So, you know, if we were to cut the top and have it like this, it's not gonna stand up. My way! So, what we're gonna do is put it on a side that it's able to balance on. We're gonna use our safe cutting techniques, because this is a little more specialized for you executive chefs. And what we're gonna do is just cut down the top with our knife. See how it is inside. Peel a little bit. You could also just cut that side. I like to peel because it's a little safer. And we just tear down a small piece out of there so that we can spoon our rice in. Now, you're probably gonna ask me, like, Alex, Chef Alex, what's going on here? I got a whole pepper pit in there. Like, what's going on? Just take your hand and you can rip it out. And it's okay, you know, if you end up breaking this section off here. You don't have to keep that in there, but it's helpful if you just keep a little base right there. Shake this out and get rid of our little pepper seeds. All right, we're back with our oblong pepper that has been cut. And now we're gonna do the same exact thing. So we're gonna take our rice and just spoon it on in there. And now with this, you won't be able to fit as much if you do end up getting a longer pepper, but that's okay, because you're gonna have a lot of peppers and a lot of cheese. All right, so we got our peppers on a oiled tray. And so basically the next step would be to put this in there. And you know, if you look here, we actually have a pretty level playing field for these types of peppers. You know, they're not really gonna sag around or fall over when they start cooking. But just in case you do get a pepper that has some sort of leaning issue, kind of like the Tower of Pisa or whatever, that's why we kept these, just in case. So what you're gonna wanna do, you could remove this if you want, you don't have to. I'm just gonna punch it out. Sometimes it's easy, other times it's not. So, what you're gonna wanna do actually is use this as a base, so you could just have the flat part down. That's not going anywhere. And you just level that on there, and you are in business. So we're gonna go ahead and put these in the oven at about 375 or 400 for maybe 30 minutes max. And you definitely want to use the Delilah method with these and just constantly check this out with a laser focus. I'm gonna put laser beams in that later. We're gonna get this down, test the air. Very hot, so hot things are hot. Remember, you should probably be using an oven mitt or some sort of helpful thing, like these. So, I'm gonna get these, lift them carefully, watch out for hot things, push it into the center, making sure to watch our arms, and bam, that's it. That's what we got. All right, so it's been exactly 30 minutes, and what we're gonna do is take our handy dandy hand mitts, oven mitts, whatever you wanna call them, and check this out. Now remember, hot things are hot. We wanna be really careful. Use those. Oh man, those look great. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, open this up nice and slow. Come on in there. And just take these up out of here. Make sure to have this on a nice surface. Look at that one. We're gonna make sure that we shut the oven, turn it off. Boom! Those are some really good peppers. If you take a look at this one specifically, that's really what we're looking for. Honestly, I might take this off later, just so that we can put these bad boys right in there and get a nice crust on top. But for now, this is pretty good, so I'm pretty excited to eat some of these peppers. Let's get ready to eat! Enjoy, see you next time.